So I'm not cutting out the conversation necessarily, but I'm just gonna go ahead and do all this. I guess I should start streaming to you. That would be helpful.
Mm-hmm.
There's this process is so long that there's always like at least one thing that I forget to do every time.
Mm.
Yeah, so I've never done that before. I know at some point, especially if we do trace memory, one of us will have to emulate it.
We've already decided that if we do trace memory, that's on me to stream.
Okay,
And we tested that even.
I was thinking we had talked about that, but I also was like that was like a while back because I was still in Texas when we decided that, so I was like I don't want to put words in
Mm-hmm.
somebody's mouth.
Yeah. No, if we do trace memory, which is it's on the list.
I was gonna say it'll probably be like 10 years from now, anyways. So who knows?
Yeah, we're not
As long
going
as our list
super
is.
far. So I haven't decided yet,
Mm-hmm.
mostly because it's more of a you. It's more of a I should really talk this over with you. But I'm thinking, right?
Yeah.
Whenever we finish one of these games that we're on,
Mm-hmm.
probably Corpse Factory because we're officially in Act Two now. Um, we just go straight into 13 Sentinels, regardless
Yeah.
of our status in the other game,
Would you still want
and we
to
just
alternate it or?
no, no, we just do 13 Sentinels every week, and we relegate the other game to Sundays when available.
Okay. No, I think that's fine. Otherwise,
Yeah,
it'll
because
probably take forever to get through 13 Sentinels.
13 Sentinels is not a game you can alternate with a different game.
That's
Because, like,
fair.
it's been three. Hey, Kiki, it's been 3 weeks since we last played Corpse Factory.
Yeah.
Summarize the last session.
We beat the shit out of Junpei, and then Aoi found us and was upset, but we managed to not get traced back. Hi, Elise, welcome in. Hope you're doing well.
I
Um,
just.
and
You.
then what?
You know. So, I. We beat the shit out of Junpei and Aoi found us. You know where my brain is going with that, right?
Oops, I didn't think about that, but that's hilarious. I didn't even think about that.
That that feel when someone named Junpei appears and it's not a zero escape game.
And there's also an Aoi somewhere.
Yeah, it makes me kind of confused because there's a Junpei in the Persona series, and
The
he's a fucking moron. So
the
every time I see
Junpei
a
and Aois
Junpei,
are
it's stupid.
so everywhere. They're so everywhere.
Yeah, they're like the Japanese Steve.
Yeah, for sure. And Aoi's like a multi-gender name,
Mm-hmm.
so that also doesn't help. So that's like especially
Aoi
everywhere.
is Alex.
Yeah.
Junpei is Steve, and Aoi is
Uh
Alex.
huh. Anyways, and that's not. But that's not all I remember. Surprisingly,
Mm-hmm.
I remembered that the guy that we were bumming internet from got arrested in front of his daughter.
Oh yeah, that did
When we
happen.
went to go back and get clothes for Noriko. So, anyways. But
Right.
valid point. Valid point. Elise, I have heard that 13 Sentinels is very amazing, specifically from Kay and our friend
Hi.
Mark, who plays the judge. If you've ever sat in on an Ace Attorney stream, I don't know if we've ever done an Ace Attorney stream with Mark since you, since we've been friends, but I have heard it's very good.
We have one this Sunday. Asterisk.
I think so, because Mark said that he should be getting off just in
Yeah.
time for stream, and we usually start late anyways. So,
Mm-hmm.
barring any other disasters.
Right. But yeah, no. When we start 13 Sentinels, we need to keep interruptions at a minimum, and we because that fucking plot is complex. It is. It's fun. It's very fun. It's just kind of confusing. It's hard to keep. As the name suggests, there are 13 protagonists to keep track of.
Delightful.
Um, and while the plot is interconnected and therefore plot points sometimes overlap, there are 13 different plot lines to track.
Is there some
And
convoluted VLR style like map that traces them? Obviously, I don't want to see them now because I'm sure they'll
um
spoil stuff. But has somebody like tracked where they all intersect and everything?
oh, I'm sure someone has. I haven't seen one personally, but
Yeah,
there
that's
isn't
fair.
like a singular timeline map in the game itself.
Yeah, I figured the odds of it being in the
there are
map would
individual
be...
maps.
Oh,
There are
okay.
individual maps per character.
That's something.
I mean maps. I don't remember if they are chronological. That's an excellent question.
Oh yeah, no worries. At least I understand. Sundays are busy days, so and I think we've only done like one or two since we've been friends anyway. So like no pressure.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting. Well, I'm excited to try it
Well,
whenever we get around to it.
mm-hmm.
Like I feel like I don't know. I'm trying to figure out if my bets if we're gonna end this one or Lily
Oh, right,
Cozen
because
first.
Lily Cozen is short in it.
But it's got like a lot of branches, and I feel like
Mm.
and every time I think we're
Right,
getting
and we
close to
want to.
the end.
Right,
In
we
this
said
one.
I at least expressed an interest in like kind of exploring Lily Cozen. So even if we hit an ending to it, we can kind of dig a little deeper.
Right, maybe like
Kill.
near 100% it, just to
Mm-hmm.
see how the dialogue. People have tried to
But
make one
depending
for
on,
13 Sentinels that have gotten mad in the process. Oh no.
I mean, I bet you. I'm not gonna say that out loud. Um, I think I could maybe possibly, as we are going through 13 Sentinels, check with the playthrough I originally watched and try to make one myself.
Okay.
I'm not much of a graphic artist. I don't know how to Canva.
I
I'm
feel
gonna
like
make that one reader teach me how to. I'm gonna bribe them
I was gonna say I
with
feel like you could probably
zero.
connect.
I'm gonna bribe them with early chapters.
If you teach me
To
how to
teach me how
Canva,
to Canva.
I'll give you extra early fic.
I want to do something with 13 Sentinels. Teach me how to do work Canva, and I'll.
There you go. I know one of my friends did a I haven't played the game yet, but I know it's also notoriously convoluted. It's a Root Double Before Crime After Days Extended Edition.
Is that one game?
Yes, it's
Just
one game, and
title?
I own the physical copy of it. I have not touched it because it is so far down my backlog. I have not even. I think I have maybe opened the case, but I got it for Christmas like 2 years ago, and I haven't touched it yet. But my friend, I think my friend Thantis, who is known as like the Somnium Files wiki guy, because he's really into the Somnium Files and.
Oh, Fantas.
Yeah.
I've seen Fantas on Twitter.
Okay, gotcha. So I'm mutuals with him. And like a year ago, he posted that he made a timeline for it, and I have it bookmarked on my Twitter because I know one day, probably when I'm a grandmother, I will have need for that timeline. And apparently, it took him forever to put it together because it's so convoluted. So,
Do you want to put Root Double onto the list?
we could put it on the like maybe.
Yeah, it's on. I'll put it on the maybe.
Okay, because I don't know enough about it to like know. Like I had it on my like Amazon wish list of things like, oh, maybe I'll like it one day, and then like my grandma or something like that bought it for me. Definitely not knowing what it was. Poor lady, may she rest in peace. Yeah. So. Yeah, maybe we'll like it. Maybe we'll vibe with it. Maybe not. I don't know. We'll see.
Okay. I think we should get started.
Yeah, I was gonna say. Anyway, with that out of the way, a handy recap done. Let's see who we're getting in trouble.
Right. Okay. Tomoe is uncharacteristically quiet as she searches Noriko's apartment for clean clothing. Witnessing that man, Kenji, get arrested in front of his own daughter seems to have dampened Tomoe's spirits. Although he's a stranger, I can't help but feel bad for the guy. Don't know what he did wrong, but surely his daughter didn't need to see that going down.
You okay?
Tomoe ignores me as she rifles through Noriko's drawers. I decide to bite my tongue and simply take a seat on the edge of the bed. The first man to leave that apartment, the guy with broad shoulders. He looked familiar. Very familiar. Seemed to be in charge of the officers. A detective? Yeah, that's it. A police detective. I've seen him on TV a few times lately. He's the one heading up the investigation of the recent homicides. You know it's his internet history, right? It's definitely his internet history that got him in trouble because Noriko's a fuck.
I'm not sure how much Noriko has like shared with him specifically. I feel like that's the kind of thing that she would overlook.
Fucking nothing. Fucking nothing. She has told Kenji fuck all.
Yeah, literally.
And because she was bumming off his internet, his
They
fucking...
traced it back to him.
They traced it back to him.
Which was her plan. Why she did
Was it?
Yeah, she specifically said, well, it was twofold. She wasn't trying to trace it back to him, but she said, and that way, she didn't want to pay for the internet. And then that way, she said, if they do trace it back, they'll trace it back to her neighbor instead. I specifically remember her saying that because I remember thinking, ooh, that's going to come back up.
Oh, shit. And hey, it came back up.
Yeah, and that was like session 1 or 2, I think. Or no, it was 2, because
wow.
It was very, very early on.
Mm-hmm. The one accusing Corpse Girl of being the culprit behind the Human Removal Service's string of murders. Interesting. Then, the man he apprehended, Kenji. Is he involved with the case? Is he a suspect? Is he the Herald? A neighbor of Noriko's? Could it truly be? Could Kenji truly be the leader of the Human Removal Service? I try to connect all the dots in my mind. He lives close to Noriko, might even be on speaking terms with her. Might have access to Noriko's computer or website. Could he have been the original hacker, stealing Corpse Girl's requests? The copycat? It all seems coincidental, but it almost makes sense. It's more likely than not that the copycat is someone who personally knows Noriko. Someone who has an inside view of her life. Oh, hey. The game is trying to, drop hints. It's like, hey, I like hinting that it's Aoi.
Yeah, you know this person.
It's definitely someone who knows Noriko, inside and out. Oh my god.
There's only a handful of people that could be. I wonder who it is. Oh.
It's definitely us being genre savvy.
No, I think so. I think you're right.
But what's his motive? Looks like a normal guy, just a father living with his daughter. What could have inspired him to embark on a little killing spree? I don't know where little came from.
I was gonna say, considering he's racked up, not he, but the Human Removal Service has racked up so many more victims than Corpse Girl. It's not little.
Mm-hmm. I mean, it could be little sardonic.
Oh, his little killing spree.
Actually, for that matter, what inspired Noriko to do the same in the first place? Never mind that. It's irrelevant right now. Kenji. Are you the one we've been looking for? Are you allied with Junpei Matsumoto? Are you the prophet, the herald, the one capable of standing toe-to-toe with Corpse Girl?
Okay, I'm done.
Blink a few times and look at Tomoe. She's standing with a pile of clothes neatly nestled in her arms.
Can we get going?
Yeah.
Leaving now is for the best. I want to get home. I want to spend some time with my thoughts. There's a lot of new information to sort through. Not a morning person. Never have been. But running with Noriko has forced me to get up early more times than I can count. Doesn't mean I'm getting used to it. Still can't prevent myself from yawning. Doesn't help that last night was a sleepless one. Couldn't convince my overactive mind to take a break. Even distractions didn't help. Couldn't concentrate on reading, couldn't focus on tidying the apartment. Nothing worked. Same questions kept bouncing around the inside of my skull. When the sun came up, I decided to stop torturing myself and just confront Noriko. Perhaps she has some answers.
Wake up.
I lean over her near lifeless body and whisper sharply. Don't want to scare her awake. Don't want her to ignore me either.
Noriko, wake up.
My whisper becomes more of a hiss, and the girl before me begins to stir. She rubs her eyes. Familiar sight thinks all the times I've woken her up lately.
Again, Conjuro? What time is it?
Early. Listen, got some questions for you.
Give me a break.
She sighs, sits up, reaches for her handbag lying next to her futon. After rummaging through its contents for a few seconds, she curses under her breath.
No coffee.
Here.
Toss her a silver can of coffee I picked up from a vending machine on the way over. I know the drill by now. I know Noriko well. The cam slips through Noriko's slender figures and comes to rest safely in her lap.
Oh, thanks.
Is she still sleeping naked?
I don't want to know the answer to that. Considering she
I'm
had a
just
whole
trying to
breakdown.
visualize this scene. Because I think she either sleeps naked or she sleeps in yesterday's clothes. I can't remember.
I feel like she sleeps in yesterday's clothes.
Okay.
I mean, just knowing her, like, she just doesn't seem like she gives a shit, really.
Yeah.
And if she didn't already, she probably does now.
Right. She cracks open the tab and takes a long sip, effectively draining half the contents in one swig.
This is nice.
She thoughtfully examines the front of the can, running the fingers along the embossed logo.
Glad you like it. Now, questions.
Fine. Go.
Do you know a guy named Kenji? With a daughter, Momo?
Noriko cocks her head to the side as if this was the last question she expected to hear from me.
Yeah. I know them. They're my neighbors. Kind of. They live on the floor below me.
The voices feel a little low. Is there? No, it's all the way up. What the heck? Okay, never mind.
That's right.
I mean, you can turn the master up?
Oh, maybe that's actually a good point. I'm not very good at this. Okay, hopefully that will help.
You on speaking terms?
Maybe, I don't know.
More or less.
They seem normalized to me.
Maybe my headphones are just fucked up. Who knows?
Are they the new ones? Or the...
No, they're the same ones that I've been wearing, but they have a short in them, so...
that could be
Who
it.
knows?
Her eyes dart away from mine and she takes a moment to think.
Almost sweet. A nice girl. Kenji... We used to talk, but then... Well, I think he's lost respect for me. Let's leave it at that.
I see.
This is weird. How do you know those two?
Suppose it can hurt to tell her. Tomoe probably will if I don't.
Went to your apartment yesterday with Tomoe.
You did?
Had to collect clothes for you. Going upstairs, we saw Kenji get arrested by the police. Lots of cops. And the detective from TV.
Detective? Wait. Kenji got arrested? Why?
Don't know. They took him away in cuffs. Took Momo too.
No. The detective. You're not talking about the one heading up the murder investigations, are you?
It's him. Big guy.
Fujikawa.
Huh? Fujikawa?
Yeah.
Interesting. Didn't know his name before. Detective Fujikawa. Not exactly the type I want to cross. Noriko's shoulders slump.
Poor Kenji. I wonder why he got arrested.
There you go.
It took a minute.
I mean, it didn't take very long at all, actually, when she actually started thinking about it.
Oh, yeah, I'll give her credit because she was asleep just now, so, like, yeah.
A flicker of realization flashes across her face. Within a split second, Noriko's defeated expression gives way to a hideous, wicked smile. Her eyes narrow and a shrill laugh pierces my ears.
Oh, that's fantastic!
Give me a second.
Okay. choir in the background's quite something. I'm gonna turn my volume mixer up a little. You okay? Hmm.
Well, maybe it was. I don't know.
Oh, are you okay?
Hold on.
You sound.
I'm trying to.
You sound very rough right now.
Yeah, I know why. Hold on.
Okay.
Check one.
Oh, that's better.
Yeah. Okay. I'm getting very bad interference with my headphones, so I tried plugging in an aux cord. It didn't fucking work.
Ugh,
Fun
gross.
fact. Also, it's only like 2 feet long, so even if it did work, I would have to be like awkwardly leaning over my fucking desk.
Yeah, that's no fun.
But you know what? Having to turn it back on and turn it back off and turn it back on again for Discord to break my shit. It actually increased the quality.
Okay.
Or you're increasing the master on your end has increased the volume on my side as well over Discord.
It did. Is it too loud now?
No, it's good.
Okay.
Clear, crisp. Very nice.
Nice.
All right, let's go. Don't know if she's lost the plot or if she's figured something out.
All those precautions I took, all that preparation, it finally paid off!
Spill it.
Oh yeah, this is definitely
What are
getting
you
Tomoe
talking
to.
about?
This is definitely getting Tomoe to fuck off.
Yeah, pushing her
Like
over
she
the
she
edge.
had to sit. She had to sit there and watch Momo watch her dad.
Yeah.
If she finds out that this was like even the slightest bit on purpose.
Oh yeah, she'll lose her shit.
Okay. Right. Listen carefully. When this all started, when Corpse Girl first told me to start killing,
Yeah. When Corpse Girl first told her? I thought she was Corpse Girl. That's what she's always referred to herself as.
I knew that running the website from my apartment was a risk. I knew accessing the database of the deceased could be tracked by anyone watching me. I took certain measures to protect myself. To protect Corpse Girl's work.
What did you do?
I pinned everything on Kenji Ogawa. I used his internet service, his Wi-Fi. I used his address for registering my website. I used his name for every service I signed up to. Everything I did created a trail of breadcrumbs that would point to Kenji in the event that the authorities ever came looking for Corpse Girl.
Okay. So
That is a lot more than. That's
Yeah.
a lot more than just. Like the way you said it, it was like, yeah, I just don't want to pay for my internet. And it comes with this very helpful, bonus, right?
Yeah.
This is very.
This is
very
malicious
meditated.
planning, yeah. I'm trying
Yeah.
to remember if they mentioned whether or not she like used his address and his name and stuff like that. Because I don't remember that. I remember
I don't
the
think
fact
they
that.
did. No.
Okay.
No, she said internet specifically,
Gotcha.
and
Damn.
she never mentioned the logistics of creating her shit.
Yeah. Oh my god. She did this on purpose. Oh.
Devious. Cunning. Noriko planned everything from the start with a great amount of forethought. More concerning is the fact that she wasn't afraid to throw her neighbor to the wolves in order to save her own skin. Still, if I take Noriko at her word, this rules Kenshi out as the mastermind behind the human removal service. He couldn't be the Herald that Junpei Masumoto spoke of. He was just a scapegoat. Wrong place, wrong time.
Clever. I'm impressed.
Thank you. It finally paid off. The police will either treat Kenji as the culprit or release him once they figure out he's not who they're looking for. Either way, they'll be back to square one. And I'm off the hook.
Sure.
How are
if
you off
say
the
so.
hook? How are you not the first person Kenji will think of as, I wonder how all that shit got logged under my name. Like, if he gets released, you are fucked. You
Yeah,
can never
that's-
go outside again. Not that you were going outside to begin with, but
True
like,
that. Yeah, I don't know. She better hope that they don't believe anything he says and just knock him as that.
Hmm?
That's all well and good, but you've been conducting a lot of work recently, since you stopped living in your apartment.
What's your point?
Been logging into Corpse Girl's website from here, from the factory. You've been accessing that database of the deceased, too. Don't you think if the authorities trace that, they'll just come looking for you here?
I'm using my cell service to connect to the web.
That's worse!
I'm not using a dedicated internet connection. And I'm running my connection through a proxy to mask my IP address.
Okay, well that's something at least. She's got a little bit of smarts going on there.
That can't be traced, right?
I shake my head. I'm pretty sure it can be tracked. Not my area of expertise, though.
Oh no. But I'd be cautious if I were you. The cops will figure out Kenji's not guilty soon enough. Just you wait. Normal guy like that, he won't be able to give them any of the information they're looking for. Wouldn't be surprised if he gets released before the weekend.
So?
Hitting a dead end like that will only enrage the police. Especially that detective, Fujikawa. Don't you think they'll redouble their efforts after that? They'll surely do whatever it takes to catch the true culprit.
Yeah, sure, I hear you, but Corpse Girl really isn't the one they're looking for. The human removal service is behind most of the recent deaths.
They don't know that. They only have eyes for Corpse Girl. You made her famous. Made her known in every household across Tokyo. She's as much at fault as the human removal service. And you know it. If they catch you, let's just say you won't be let off the hook so easily.
Noriko folds her arms across her chest angrily. Not my fault she doesn't want to hear the truth. This whole conversation has given me a headache. All my assumptions on the identity of the Herald led me to a brick wall. But I did glean one interesting piece of information from Noriko's words. A phrase that loops within my mind, verbatim. When Corpse Girl first told me to start killing. I read my chin in thought.
Gotta go. You good here?
Noriko drains the rest of her coffee and tosses the can aside.
Yeah, I'm fine.
Right. Later then.
Noriko doesn't speak another word. I leave in silence.
So do we think that this is like like she has like DID or something like that, or is she hallucinating?
Schizophrenia.
Yeah.
I think it's schizophrenia and a little bit of disassociation.
Like, yeah,
It
I
could
think
be
that
full-blown
seems...
I think full-blown DID is, like, plausible but not unlikely, right?
Yeah.
Like, if they argue for it well enough, I'll believe them, but, like, I'm fully prepared to ignore them entirely and just go, nope, that's not correct.
That's fair. Because I'm trying to think, like, what evidence we've seen in the past, because we've seen her kind of lose her shit when she's not on her meds.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm trying to think, like... Because she, like, started yelling and then she kind of blacked out. I think. And then she wound up in the back room. So whatever she's doing, she's not, like, 100% conscious of it, I don't think.
I think there's a little bit of bipolar depression in there. No. We said Tomoe had bipolar depression. bipolar.
Yeah, she's
right?
definitely bipolar of some kind. Just because of the way she acted, she kind of switched it up on us and got real angry that one time.
Right.
She seems to be exhibiting.
And they wouldn't consciously give two characters the same mental trait, right?
I don't think they would unless they were trying to draw an explicit parallel.
And they're not.
And I don't
really.
think they are. If they are, they have not planted the seeds very well, I don't think.
No, Tomoe is not a foil to
Yeah.
Noriko. The only thing that doesn't fit, I am not entirely familiar with schizophrenia. It could. I might look into it actually. But if it does come with bursts of emotion, especially anger.
That would fit.
Oh, you know what? Actually, no. I remember that scene. She was like visually. She was like imagining a guy. You know, she like made up that woman that didn't kill herself.
Elise.
And that like posted on the forum.
Elise says it does.
Okay. Yeah.
So I think then that would make sense.
So like, she was like talking. Her dialogue was as if the woman that she failed to kill was right in front of her. Right?
Yeah. Now that you mention that, I do remember that. She was really mad at, because it was like the first, she had 2 victims in a row that died, and then they were 2 in a row after that, I think, that didn't, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And she was mad at them.
Mm-hmm.
Gotcha.
Okay. Yeah, it seems more likely that it's a schizophrenia thing.
Thank you for answering that, Elise.
Thank you, Elise.
Our trusted guide. It is super complicated, but it makes the world very scary, so it's very easy to have strong emotional reactions. No, I can imagine. I don't, anybody who has to deal with that, far stronger than any U.S. Marine, because what the fuck? That's intense.
Marines for pussies.
Fair enough.
That was like completely off the cuff. Where the fuck did that come from?
It did seem a little like out of nowhere, but hey.
I don't disagree with it, but what the fuck?
Was that some character that you have inside you that you've buried that just was like, I gotta speak for a minute?
I guess I'm a little. We are not going on a government tangent today. We're not doing it. We are stronger than that.
Yeah.
We are. I will say that I am anti-military and move on.
There you go. I'm sure we'll get another tangent at some point, but no more government tangents.
Got a few hours before I need to be at the morgue. Usual night shift. Not a good combination with an early morning.
Speak for your... Please. Speak for yourself, Rob.
Speak for yourself. Oh my god.
No, you're absolutely right, Elise. I could, this is why we gotta be careful going on tangents, because we could talk about this shit all day. Clowns is a great word. A great and probably way too nice word to talk about them. Fully agree.
Clowns have an objective that they achieve.
That's true.
The military constantly has their thumb up their ass. It's an excuse to produce more weapons, and for more weapons to get lost.
Conveniently. We could be here all day. We could turn this into the government podcast.
I don't want to turn this into the government podcast. It would require me to actually pay attention to the government. I just want to complain about them.
No, that's fair. I'm constantly torn between, I'm an actual human being that's an adult that needs to pay attention to the things going on around me, particularly as a white, cis, straight-passing female that can do a lot of good for people around me. I need to be responsible, so I know what the hell I'm doing and voting for. And that's that one half, and then the other half is, I would literally rather be doing anything else. So yeah.
I don't know if you can hear me, but my Discord decided to stop giving me audio.
Oh,
Give me a
no. Oh, you're trying to reference something, Elise? Hold on. Oh.
Again, what a bunch of clowns.
I'm gonna search it.
Looks like those clowns in Congress did it again. What a bunch of clowns. How does he keep up with the news like that?
That's pretty good. I have not watched The Simpsons in forever, but they got it. Also, I gotta notice that was like that content. It was like, this content's been removed. Are you sure you want to look at this? And I was like, oh god. Can you hear anything now, Kay? Oh,
Look at my
are you better? Is it
it
me?
is not a disc. I was premature on that one. Yeah,
Oh,
how the fuck did you do that? My headphones got disconnected.
it got
They are-
disconnected?
I don't know how they got disconnected.
Oh, okay. That's strange.
Fuck you.
Well,
Not you. My fucking headphones.
well, as long as they work, I guess.
Stop even get me.
Is it because you tried to like adjust stuff earlier and now it's taking its revenge on you?
Check 1, check 2. Yep, we're back. Cool.
Yeah, can you hear me okay?
What even prompted that?
The military stuff or the clowns or the microphone?
Did you not hear me at all? The mic. Okay, cool.
Okay.
My headphones disconnected
I was
from my
like,
computer.
is it because you were trying to make
It's
changes earlier and it was like, fine, you're gonna make changes, then we'll make changes.
Okay, sure. I fucked with the aux cord a little bit. Why was that so delayed? It was like 10 minutes later.
I don't know, that's strange.
Okay, just fucking cool. That's a good way to end a tangent, I guess. Technical issues. Hooray!
Woo! Clown time.
Jeez. Mm-hmm. Okay. At least there are no deliveries to make today. For Noriko. Or for Corpse Girl. For the best. So I'm always quitting the business. We won't have a driver. Didn't really think that through when I encouraged her to go with her gut. Oh, that's on Noriko. She's the brains behind the operation. I'm simply the muscle, just like I always tell her. Corpse Girl told Noriko to kill people. That's what she said. That's what Noriko... What Corpse Girl... That's what the person I know as Noriko told me. That begs a follow-up question. If Noriko isn't Corpse Girl, who is? Is Corpse Girl a person? Someone whispering instructions in Noriko's ear? Has that always been the case? Was I so blindsided by Noriko's ambitions for grandeur that I...
Are you okay? Did you cut off?
No, There's crackling going on in my headphones. I don't know what's
I heard a bit
happening.
of fluttering for a second there when you paused. It was like a...
Are you sure that's not my fan?
It could have been. I just heard it just then when you paused in the middle of the sentence.
Yeah, no. My headphones started crackling, and I just stopped in case it was breaking again. If I need to switch headphones, I will, but I will be upset.
Mood.
Was I so blindsided by Noriko's ambitions for grandeur that I disregarded the truth behind her words? Is Noriko nothing but a puppet? Too many questions. Doubt Noriko will willingly spell it out for me. Now she's gone to such lengths to mask the truth for so long. When Corpse Girl first told me to start killing. I can't get the quote out of my head. Too many moving pieces in this puzzle. Noriko, Corpse Girl, the Human Removal Service, the Herald. Junpei Matsumoto and Kenji Ogawa. Too many assumptions, too many shadowy figures. Makes me angry. Don't like it when I don't understand something. I'm clever, sharp, like to know everything. Like to predict what's going to happen next. like to remain one step ahead of everyone I know. Right now, I feel 3 steps behind. Behind Noriko, behind whatever corpse girl is. Maybe Tomoe has the right idea. Maybe getting out of the situation is for the best. Though, could I really make a clean break? Could I really just walk away? Noriko isn't afraid to play dirty. That has become increasingly more evident, especially with the Kenji situation. If I walked, would I have to be on guard for the rest of my life? Would I have to be cautious of every shadow that flits in the darkness? Would Corpse Girl come claim me as her own? That begs the question. If Tomoe quits now, will Noriko try to buy her silence with blood? She'll do anything to ensure her name isn't dragged through the dirt. Tomoe knows too much. As much as me. She could compromise Noriko's entire operation if she lets the wrong word slip out in front of the wrong people. Because of that, I have to believe that Noriko won't stand for it. Tomoe's life will be in danger if she quits now. I don't know how. I don't know by what measure Noriko will strike from the shadows. The girl is weak of body, though strong of mind. And her ambitions are steeled by some otherworldly force of...
Noriko
Well,
won't let
oh god.
Tomoe walk away from this.
I wasn't expecting that. That scared the fuck out of me. I was, like, looking away because I was gonna start talking after that last line, and I just didn't see him pop up.
Oh, jump scare.
Yeah, no, okay. What was I gonna say? Right,
Oh,
no,
sorry.
Tomoe. Tomoe is...
I'm afeared.
You know what's a really bad idea? Forcing a girl who is dating the son of the detective
son.
who is on your case to work for you on the thing that the detective is hunting for.
Mm-hmm. The problem is that Noriko likes to be a smart girl, and she is in some ways, but the fact that she has not put 2 and 2 together and realizing that Shinji is this dude's dad, not even considering, like, hey, is that a possibility? Because, like, the odds of there being 2 detectives with the same last name in Japan, I don't know what the odds are. If they're anything like American names, there's probably, some probability that it might be the case.
Here's my estimation of Noriko, right? She's a very smart, very intelligent girl. High intelligence, low wisdom, right? She knows the answer to most of the questions that she asks.
Yeah.
She goes and searches for what she needs to know. The problem
she has no common
is that
sense.
she has blinders on and doesn't ask the questions that she needs to be asking, right? She put it together very, very quickly that Kenji got arrested because of her actions.
Yeah.
Like, almost instantaneously. If she put literally any thought into it,
she could figure
she
it
would
out.
see that she would see that Kenji is not Shinji. Shinji? Shinda?
Shinya.
Shinya.
I was thinking
Shinya Fujikawa is Detective Fujikawa's son, who is dating Tomoe. But she hasn't thought of that question. Is Shinya related to Fujikawa? And thus she does not know the answer. She has also not asked the question of, is Tomoe feeling a little bad right now? Because emotional matters are so far beyond her ken, right? She's not a considerate person. She does not observe the world around her and think to herself, hey, I think I'm making my partners in crime uncomfortable. Perhaps I should take a step back for a moment. It literally does not occur to her.
Nope, that tracks.
So this is a very bad blind spot for her to have.
Yeah.
Is what I'm getting at.
No, it's the worst, and nobody seems to be compensating for her.
Yeah, no. If Tomoe was feeling uncharacteristically strict, with Noriko. As in, I want to get out of this, and I want to make sure that I will be safe. The safest way to extricate herself from the situation without the Noriko coming after her, is to go to Shinya.
Mm-hmm.
Go to Shinya and tell him immediately, hey, Noriko is Corpse Girl. She's at this factory. Pass it on to your father. And if Tomoe ever feels threatened, that is exactly what she'll fucking do. Because she has street smarts.
No, for sure.
She knows how to keep herself safe.
Yeah,
she knows exactly what the fuck to do in that situation.
She's kind of the inverse of Noriko.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Oh boy. Speaking the words aloud and hearing the echo throughout my apartment helps reaffirm the truth. I have to warn Tomoe. I don't know if it's too late. I don't know if she's told Noriko that she'll be quitting. But there's no time to waste.
Can I help you?
Uh-oh. Is that great?
Oh boy. Oh, hi Shinya. How are you doing?
Yeah, he's probably like, where the fuck is this? There's a guy here. And then, does Koji know that she was dating somebody?
Oh, no, she knows that she knows that there's a boyfriend.
Okay, gotcha.
He knows that she's dating someone, yes.
Okay, gotcha. Well, there's that at least.
Mm-hmm.
Tomoe in.
She's, are you a friend of hers?
Yeah.
Um,
This is an emergency.
really? Hang on. I'll go get her.
I wait patiently as the guy, I assume Tomoe's boyfriend, goes to fetch her. It's fairly late now. Sun is setting. I might miss the start of my shift at the morgue. This is more urgent.
Jiro? What the fuck are you doing here?
Need a word.
How'd you get my address? You know what? I'd rather not know.
Tomoe, who is this guy? Why does he smell like...
Long story.
Is he bothering you? Should I take care of him?
Oh, shit, yeah. He's so sweet.
Not only would he lose that fight so badly.
Oh, yeah.
The fact that he pulled the fucking, is this guy bothering you?
Quite literally. He's so cute.
Mm-hmm. Should I take care of him? What the fuck are you gonna... If you don't pull a gun... Yeah. My nostrils flare a little as I choke back a laugh. This guy is pretty scrawny. I'm no martial arts champion, but I find it hard to believe he'd pose a threat to me.
Nah, it's all good. He's harmless. Mostly.
I see.
He flashes me an untrusting glare.
Need to talk. It's important.
Fine, come in, come in.
Him. He needs to go.
Sorry, I just totally read that and skipped over your line reading. I do that a lot during Ace Attorney where I'm like, oh, I read the line, that's it. And I'm like, oh, I'm not reading a visual novel, we're acting.
Yeah. Anyway, we pointed a finger at Shinya. Hello. Hooray. I point a finger at the boyfriend.
Yes, come on. What do you think I'm here to talk about?
Ugh. Yeah, fair point. Shinya, can you, like, clear off for a bit?
Tomoe, I want to know what's going on here. Just who is this guy? Is he an ex-boyfriend of yours? Because I'll fight him. You just watch me.
Poor guy.
Oh, God.
No need for that. Not here to steal your girl.
Just listen to him, Shinya. You've no need to worry.
Fine then. I can tell when I'm not wanted.
Oh, my
Oh,
God.
he's crying.
If anyone needs me, I'll be outside.
Boyfriend storms off like an upset toddler, and I finally allow myself to crack a smile.
What a catch.
Shut up. You don't know him like I do.
Okay.
Tomoe shuts the front door, leaving us alone in our apartment.
So what the fuck is this all about?
I need to know. Have you told Noriko you're quitting?
Nah, not yet. Surely you could have asked me that over noise.
Proms. Thought you might be in danger already.
Danger? Why?
Have a theory. Reckon Noriko will cut us up if we leave her merry band.
Nah. Noriko and I are besties. She wouldn't hurt me.
Don't act so certain. Noriko will do anything to protect herself. That neighbor of hers, the guy that got arrested, she set him up from the very start. Made him take the fall so she wouldn't become a suspect.
You're shitting me.
Dead serious. And
I take a moment to consider the best way to announce my next theory.
don't think Noriko's working alone.
Tomoe simply frowns at what I consider to be a startling revelation.
Well, of course she's not. We're working with her.
Guess I didn't explain it well enough.
Not what I meant. Noriko may not be the ringleader here like we assumed. She said, and I quote, "When Corpse Girl first told me to start killing," end quote.
Tomoe's silent contemplation convinced me that I'm onto something. Something neither of us had stumbled upon previously.
Well, shit. I thought Noriko was Corpse Girl. She always calls herself that. In fact, she even admitted it to me once. Yeah, I remember it. I kinda suspected it and I asked her about it, and she confirmed it.
Sure about that?
Well, pretty sure, yeah.
Interesting.
Now I'm starting to doubt myself.
Don't sweat it. Noriko does refer to herself as Corpse Girl. I'm sure of it.
Right? I thought so.
But I'm still uneasy about it. Someone convinced her to start killing, and she seems to think it was Corpse Girl.
Ugh. I don't get it.
Neither do I. But I'll get to the bottom of it.
Right.
For now, for your own safety, don't tell Noriko you're quitting.
Seriously?
I don't know how she'll react.
What a drag. I really don't want to do this anymore.
Be patient. Give me a bit of time.
You sure you can sort this out?
Yeah.
God, Faye's so good. She sounds close to fucking tears right now.
No, yeah,
Like,
I love her.
Frustrated and that sort of frustrated crying, you know?
Mhm.
God, she's choked up. God, it's so good. The fuck?
Yeah, regardless of what you have to say about like the plot or anything of this, the voice acting is so good.
Mm-hmm. Not exaggerating my confidence. I'm determined to learn the truth. Oh my god. About Noriko and the identity of Corpse Girl. Maybe I can figure out why this all started. Why Noriko is so intent on continuing down her path of destruction.
Leave it to me.
Thanks.
Later then.
I make my way to the front door and swing it open. I'm slightly startled when a heavy form stumbles into me. Oh, fuck. With his ear pressed against the door, Tomoe's boyfriend couldn't avoid falling forward as the door opened. I look at him sprawled on the floor, groaning.
You okay?
He'll be fine. Get up, Shinya.
He clambers to his feet and dusts off his trousers. I'm so glad Tomoe never told us his name. His last name, specifically. Because we would put it together immediately.
Oh yeah, Kojiro has the
And then Shinya would be fucking dead, and there's nothing anyone here can do to stop it.
yeah, unless Tomoe did something like really drastic.
Gotta go. Bye.
Don't have time for this. I push past him and make my way out of the apartment complex.
The real question is, if he heard that, will he tell his dad without talking?
Telling Tomoe.
Tomoe, yeah. Or would he like try to trust her, and then he'll only tell her at the last minute when he thinks maybe she's in danger or something?
I think I'm. This is my read of the situation, right? Or this is my read of Shinya's character. Tomoe's in danger because of a situation that he can do something about. The situation that he can do something about will negatively impact Noriko, who got him out of a bind.
Oh, that's true.
That is similar to a bind that Tomoe is now in, right?
Yeah.
Noriko is the Kotami Ida, technically, without the sexual abuse part.
Right, but the same power dynamic.
The same pressure, yeah. So the internal conflict is kind of like tug of warring right now. He can do something really easily to protect Tomoe, but he doesn't want to sell Noriko out without at least getting something out, without at least talking to Noriko, right?
No, that would make sense.
Like, so here's my read of the situation. Shinya is going to stalk Kojiro. Try and follow him, or Tomoe. Try to follow one of them to where Noriko is, so he could talk to her one-on-one.
Figure out what the fuck's going on.
Yeah, he owes her enough to talk to her about Corpse Girl.
Yeah, no, that makes sense. Yeah, that strikes me as very in character for him.
And if he instead defies my expectations and just tells his father immediately without saying a word to fucking anyone, I will be shocked, and I will even think that's a little bit out of character.
Yeah, I would agree.
I would go so far as to say, like if it was Kojiro who was Corpse Girl, he would sell him out in a heartbeat, no questions asked. Because he's like fucking pissed that this guy Tomoe knows this guy that he's never met. But like it's Noriko involved now, right?
Right.
And he owes Noriko one at the very least.
Yeah. I'm also surprised Kojiro didn't like say anything. Like, I would think even though he doesn't know the connection, I would think he'd still be like, whatever you heard, don't go digging, like some kind of warning or something.
He's in a rush, and Shinya is completely unimpressive. He's like an insect. If he ever becomes a problem, Kojiro can just step on him. If he knew his last name, if he knew who the fuck Shinya was, this would be an entirely different situation.
That's fair. Elise said, shall you make another bet we can clip? Because I also legit thought you were going to say that if he goes straight to his dad, you were going to quit the game.
No. This isn't worth quitting the game over.
Okay.
It will make me very unhappy with the writer, but it's not worth quitting. This isn't worth quitting the game over. Which bet did I make again?
You said that if Kojiro's ex-girlfriend is still alive, that you'd quit.
Oh, right. Yeah, no, that. Yeah, no, that. Absolutely, 100%. I still stand by that.
Fair enough. Yeah, I would agree. Like, this one is. I would agree.
This one wouldn't jump the shark, but it'd be like out of character.
Unless they really justified it in a weird way down the line, yeah, I don't think.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it would have to be like.
Because if they're not going to do something like that, then you could just skip over the weird sexual assault. Not weird. The sexual assault storyline.
Yeah, you could very easily, like, not give Shinya that that character progression.
Is that because there's different endings and it seems to be tied to the choices?
Yes.
So if we don't save him, do you think that this is where the ending branches of where he would just tell his dad straight up?
Yes.
But because we helped him, he's gonna give us a chance to like talk it out or something?
Yes. But remember that the difference between the normal ending and the golden ending is the fact that we have all three interactions checked off, right? So, just Shinya alone. I don't know if
Unless
just Shinya alone.
maybe
would-
just Shinya alone is like the worst ending. Just Tomoe is like the next to best ending, and then like
I think
Kojiro is
that
like
if
normal or something like that. I don't know.
Aoi, it wasn't Kojiro, it was Aoi.
Aoi, sorry, yeah. I just assumed it was Kojiro because we haven't seen Aoi, and
We saw Aoi last session.
that's true. We haven't seen Aoi as much as we've seen Kojiro, and it also has been like 3 weeks since we touched
Yeah, 3 weeks.
Corpse Factory.
Yeah. No. It's easy to confuse.
Yeah.
But no, it's definitely like Shinya. I think if you failed the other two and got Shinya alone, I think that ending would differentiate from the normal ending.
Do you think, since we can like autoplay the endings essentially, do you think it'll say like, so it's like ending
It
A,
should.
B, C, D. It'll be like ending A. You said this to Shinya. You did this for Tomoe. You said this to Aoi or something like that. And then B, you didn't do this. So it would like let you know like what choices you made to do it. So you're
Hopefully gives us a recap. Yeah.
it would be nice. Like I'm not asking for a full like, you know,
Yeah,
exposition monologue, but just a little like, you helped Tomoe, you helped Aoi, you didn't help Shinya or something.
Right. Okay. We can push on. My late arrival at the morgue is not meant by any form of chastisement. The place is empty, devoid of life. Nothing out of the ordinary there. Though something is off. It's too empty. Oh, this is a sting operation. That's fun. Glancing around the walls of the cold chambers, I immediately notice something suspicious. The majority of the chamber doors aren't sealed shut. They're slightly ajar, as though the last person to access them didn't close them properly. No, that doesn't make any fucking sense. Noriko has no way to get here, right?
Yeah, I don't think so.
No, if Tomoe is at home and also not keen on helping her, how the fuck would she have... Like, she could have rode a train here, right?
Mm-hmm.
But how would she...
But she would get the corpses back.
And it seems like a significant number of corpses.
Right.
I think this is Aoi and Junpei.
You think so?
They aren't doing corpses, actually. I don't know what the fuck's going on.
Do you think...
But they wouldn't introduce a new character, right?
I wouldn't think so.
So I think it's Human Removal Service. Or it's a police raid.
I was gonna say, do you think it
Check
might
to
still
see-
be the police?
It might be the police.
They'll check at the beginning of the night to see how many are there, and they check at the end of the night to see if any
Yeah, you know
have
what,
moved.
We'll go ahead in a few lines because he's going to check if the corpses are still there.
It's the police.
It's the police.
If the corpses
If
aren't
the corpses
there,
are missing,
it's the human
it's the
removal.
Human Removal Service.
That's a good hypothesis.
And if it happens to be Noriko in either case, and she's not still in the building, I don't know what the fuck's going on.
Mm-hmm.
All right. I would never do such a thing. I know how to press the doors firmly enough that they lock in place. Leaving a cold chamber unsealed is a surefire way to assist in a cadaver's deterioration. And an unsealed chamber door allows the odor of decay to leak into the morgue. Right? Yeah, there we go. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Right now, I don't smell anything out of the ordinary. Meaning, these cold chambers are empty.
Dun dun dun!
Someone has removed the cadavers that were stored inside. Like, it could still be the police, right?
I suppose it's
The
possible.
morgue working with the police, to ensure that Corpse Girl could not
access
the corpses, right? So just a mass pot. Like, anyone that is trying to arrange a funeral gets, like, fast laned, and everyone else gets thrown into a pyre, hopefully.
Yeah.
This place was full to the brim just a day ago. there wasn't a single empty coal chamber. See, that's unlikely, but it's plausible, right?
Yeah, I think
Now.
so.
A cursory glance shows that a good 90% of the coal chambers are unsealed.
Fuck.
90%?
That's a lot of corpses.
Okay, see, now it's more plausible, because, like, who the fuck... That's 10 to a row, to a section, right?
Yeah.
Unless it continues behind that pillar, and it's not actually, like, 10, then 20, then 30, then the 40. It's, like, 90% is, like, there has to be at least 60 chambers here, right?
Yeah, and only half of them are able to be...
Yeah.
But so that's still even 30.
Mm-hmm.
Which I think
Yeah.
I feel like the most we've ever taken is like 3 or 4 at a time.
Yeah.
That we've
For
seen.
sure.
Maybe they've taken more when we've been off in the break time or
Mhm.
something. But the most that we've ever seen them talk about.
Is, like, a handful.
Mm-hmm.
And this is bare shelves at a fucking supermarket. My initial sense of uncertainty gave way to panic. I jogged toward the left wall of chambers and started pulling sliding trays down one by one. Empty, empty, empty. One after the other. Each chamber is devoid of its macabre contents. Even the HRPs have been removed.
Shit.
I come across one cold chamber that is still sealed. Press the release button as I pull the handle forward. The familiar hiss of cold air escaping the hollow space does little to allay my fears. I slide the tray out and sigh. Empty. It would seem that even the properly closed chambers have been evacuated.
Oh, fuck, shit, fuck, shit.
I'm leaning more heavily towards police now, actually.
Yeah.
The Human Removal Service doesn't care about competition because Corpse Girl provides a good cover for them.
Right. Unless they're trying
So
to do
unless-
some big grand like finale kind of thing or something.
A grand finale to expose Corpse Girl?
Yeah. Yeah, especially because if they have some inside information that, like, they're on her tail with Kenji, maybe they're
If-
gonna do something.
I mean, Aoi could have been talking to Shinya, yeah.
Possibly, yeah.
And, like, they know about the factory. It wouldn't have been hard for one of them to just steal out there in the middle of the night, peek in, and see Noriko.
Right.
Because they definitely know about Koji.
Uh-huh. Yeah, because, like, yeah, they
Yeah.
could follow Koji. They could... Like, it would be
They
easy...
know about the factory. They know about Kojiro, they know about the factory, for sure.
Yeah,
We
just
don't know
tail
anything
him.
about Noriko.
Yeah, they don't. Yeah, because Noriko doesn't seem like she ever goes outside, like, ever. So they might not
Yeah.
know Noriko, but they at least know that Koji has been taking bodies, probably, I bet.
Yeah, if they know about Kojiro, they've done research into Kojiro. Oh, you know what? Fuck, it could be human removal. This could be a revenge against, because of Junpei.
Yeah.
Okay. Fuck. Alright, I don't know who it is then. This could definitely be a revenge play. But it could also just be a police operation
Yeah.
to deprive Corpse Girl of resources. Because, like, if they clean the morgue and then keep it clean for, like, 2-3 days, and Corpse Girl stops producing more
Right.
corpses,
Because
if her productivity slows down at all,
Yeah.
they know instantly that this is the morgue they're
Right, because who's to
taking
say that
bodies
this is
from.
the first one that they've done it from? They could have done it to like 2 or 3 others. Nothing happened, and they
Yeah.
moved on to the next one or something like that. They could have been doing this with morgues all
Yeah.
over Tokyo, Japan.
This could be police action. This could be human removal service. I know for sure that it isn't Shinya related at the very least.
Yeah, I'd be shocked if it was
Because
Shinya related, considering he
If
just.
there's, yeah, he just figured it out. He just found out, right?
Mm-hmm.
I dashed to the opposite wall. There were cold chambers that store bodies not due for cremation. A row that Noriko isn't allowed access to.
He's gonna be gone too.
But just like the other wall, every chamber is empty. Doors ajar, unsealed, empty. I thoroughly check each and every one.
No luck.
I trudge towards the computer at the far wall. Logging into the inventory, I scanned through the list of recent arrivals and departures. No bodies came in today. Unusual, but not itself a cause for concern. More importantly, no bodies have been checked off as removed from the premises. Each and every body that has disappeared from this place has not been accounted for. The correct protocols have not been adhered to. Okay, so less likely to be police. Because if it was police action, they would have. It would have been an official.
Probably,
right?
unless they suspect one of the people, helping
Unless
them.
they suspect. But
Maybe.
then they would have to suspect someone high up in the food chain, right?
Maybe I don't know how it works in Japan.
Oh. I can only draw one conclusion. The morgue has been robbed. Hopefully he calls the police, because that's something that he would...
Sorry to rock
No,
up so
he's...
late.
Yep. No.
He seems to have rushed immediately to the factory.
Yep.
The normal, non-suspicious thing to do would be to be like, hey, our morgue got robbed. It might be corpse related. You should swing by. To lead them off your case. But it seems like in your panic, you have gone to see if Noriko has done it.
Yeah.
And
What if
because that
somebody's
was the
tailing
first
you?
thing- Yes, what if somebody's tailing you? Go on.
It's fine. I was awake.
Okay. Bad news.
Hit me.
Morgue's been plundered.
Plundered? What, are you a pirate now? Wait, your tone. You're not joking.
No.
Explain.
All the cadavers have been stolen. Cold chambers are completely empty.
Fuck!
Yeah, my thoughts exactly.
How could you let this happen?
Me? I'm no security guard. Don't put this on me.
How am I supposed to acquire corpses now? How the fuck am I supposed to appease Corpse Girl?
Despite the fact that she's having a Noriko moment, I don't miss the fear in her voice. Appease Corpse Girl. Not something you'd say if referring to yourself. She's clearly referring to someone else. I never considered that Noriko might not have taken her meds with her from her apartment.
Yeah, I'd be shocked if she's been taking her meds this whole time.
Ah, the disassociation is a worsening mental condition. That's fun.
Yeah.
She's clearly referring to someone else, some other being. Time to put her on the spot. Sick of always being 3 steps behind.
Who's Corpse Girl? Who is she?
Don't act dense. I'm Corpse Girl. If you're trying to be funny, it isn't working. Now isn't the time.
Oh, she
We've
doesn't
lost
even fucking
everything,
notice.
Kojiro.
Yeah.
I don't think she even fucking noticed.
I
She
don't think
literally
so.
did not notice.
Yeah, not at all.
I've got a couple of bodies here at the factory, but they're allocated to victims already. If Corpse Girl gets any new requests, we won't be able to fulfill them.
There, you did it again. You referred to Corpse Girl as another person.
Can you stop messing around? Don't you see how serious this is?
I do.
I do. I see how serious this entire situation has become. Noriko is delusional. She refers to Corpse Girl both as herself and as another person. She pays no heed to the difference in her words, even when called out on it. She doesn't even seem to be aware that she's doing it. Could be a personality disorder. Can't place blame on her if that's the case. But I think it's more than that. She believes she's being guided, or goaded, by Corpse Girl, forced to achieve her ambitions. There's more to it than a personality disorder. Something I'm not seeing.
So, what do we do?
What can we do? You'll have to break into another morgue. Start stealing corpses for me.
Yeah, because that's illogical.
Did she just start peeking? Like, specifically her. Specifically Noriko. Did she start peeking for you? She's, like, loud in my ear right now.
Really? Is she? I think she's mostly the same volume, but...
I can just turn my end down. That's fine.
If it happens again, let me know and I can adjust.
No.
What do you mean, no? Don't say no to me.
I'd do just
Yeah,
about
she's
anything
like-
for you.
She's, like, 30% louder than Kojiro.
Really?
I don't know if that's a recording difference. A
Could
difference in, like...
be.
because Harlocker's got like a fucking setup.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
I don't know anything about Kojiro's VA, but, like, she's been doing this long enough, so she's got everything.
No. Like, I have seen her setup. I have seen her booth.
Yeah,
She has a specialized, not like a ramshackle, put blankets over the muffled sound.
No, one of
She
those
has, like,
professional ones that you
a
can
glass-
buy that's, like, set up.
Yeah, no. I have seen it on Twitter. She is set up.
Yeah.
It could be it could be an audio quality thing,
Could
or it
be.
could just be the fact that Noriko is more excitable than Kojiro.
And also, lower voices don't carry as much as high voices, I think. And Kojiro's very, very deep, so it could be a combination of, like, all of the different things.
Yeah, okay. Go ahead.
But sometimes, you need to know when to call it. There's no moving forward from here.
Can't give up, Kojiro. You've come so far.
I would do anything for Gauze, but I won't do that. Meatloaf is applauding you from the grave, Elise. I think he would approve. Yeah, I love that. I'm sorry I didn't sing it. I don't think it would sound very good. I can't do Meatloaf justice, but that's great.
But I won't do that. I don't know what the fuck I'm singing right now.
Meatloaf is Wait, are you quoting something, or are you or are you actually shocked? I'm so sorry if I'm the one to tell you that.
Huh? Are you talking to me right now?
No, Elise had put it in chat. Oh, no, you had forgotten. Oh, yeah, I'm so sorry to be the one to remind you, Elise. I'm so sorry. I kind of forgot until just now. For what it's worth. So, it was a psh to myself. I'm sure he's very proud of you, though.
Somebody
didn't want to
stole the
push that
cadavers from the morgue.
What was that?
Audio stuff.
Oh, gotcha.
Continue.
From my morgue. Somebody who knows what I'm involved in. It wasn't an attempt to stop what we're doing.
What do you mean?
It was a message. Whoever did it wanted to prove that they are more powerful than we are. Pulling several hundred stiffs from a morgue, all at once, without getting busted? That's something even we couldn't achieve. Someone knows our
Several
operation,
hundred?
inside and out.
That's true. I mean, we don't really have a full sense of how big the morgue is, and as big as Japan is.
Yeah, you know what? Yeah, Kojiro did mention like big numbers, like X number of thousand people die every day.
Yeah. And
It's
even
like
if they don't all come to
5
him.
digits. Yeah, and not all of them come to him, but enough. So we just underestimated the size of the morgue. That's fine.
Yeah.
Someone knows what we do and how we do it. And they wanted to prove that they can do it better.
The human removal service.
Who else?
Damn it.
Hope you can see the truth now. We can't continue with them in the picture.
You're right. Our next move is to destroy them. Destroy the Herald.
That wasn't exactly what I was getting at. I was only trying to discourage Noriko from continuing with her operation.
What do you propose?
You said you'd do nearly anything for me, right?
More or less.
Then, hunt down Junpei Matsumoto. Again, he needs to reveal the identity of his leader, the Herald.
Are you sure about that?
Right. Didn't work so well last time.
Can't forget that night. I had the guy beaten and bruised on the ground. Stubborn pup.
You were interrupted last time. Aoi got in the way, didn't she?
Yeah. Tried to defend her boyfriend.
You need to extract information from Junpei at any cost. When you're done, kill him.
I have no problem with that. But if Aoi is present again, I'll have to back down.
A few seconds of silence makes me ponder if Noriko still has her head in the conversation. I'm about to repeat myself when she finally speaks.
If Aoi interferes, kill her.
I thought she was gonna be like, don't worry, I'll go ask her to hang out and distract her, so you can do it. But what the fuck?
What the fuck?
I did not expect that.
This is progression. This is technically character development.
Yeah, she was so obsessed with Allie, and now she's putting Corpse Girl's ideals in front of her. Yeah! There's so many red flags there, you could signal a fleet. Yeah, for real. And also,
Holy
what the
fuck.
fuck? What the fuck? Whoa, plot twist. Huh. Okay.
Okay.
Good for you, Noriko?
No, I think this is fucking yandere vibes. Hardcore yandere vibes.
Oh, because she
If I
can't
could
be
have
with
no one
her.
can.
No, that actually tracks, yeah.
I'd rather have her dead than not with me.
Yeah, she's tried very hard to get over it and then finally realized, nope, it's not happening.
And she can't. And if she's realized that Aoi and Corpse Girl are mutually exclusive, she needs to pick one.
Mm-hmm.
And if she can't have Aoi,
Yep, that's just how
which,
it be.
like, I think she could have absolutely revealed to Aoi that she was Corpse Girl way back when she had the chance. And Aoi would have been on board.
Uh-huh.
For sure.
But it's a little
but
too
that ship has
late.
failed. Mm-hmm, yeah. And just like that, Noriko's true heart is revealed. She will stop at nothing to achieve her goals. I was right to fear for Tomoe's life earlier. I was right to fear for my own. If Noriko will cut down her best friend of the world, then she will show no mercy to anyone else. This kind of resolve, this steel-hearted determination, I can't help but admire it.
Kojiro, you're... There's something.
I respect Noriko.
I do this for you. I want something in return.
You know what? Might as well. We're already here. Just fucking
Yeah.
do it, Kojiro.
What?
Be with me.
You still want me?
I've never wanted you more. I'm in love with you, Noriko.
You know, this is actually great. I love twisted, fucked up romances for no goddamn reason. If we're all gonna be fucking awful people, then let's just go all in with it, and I'm 100% here for this.
And just be awful people.
Just be awful people, yeah, just go for it.
In case that wasn't clear before.
Okay. Take care of this issue for me, and you can call me yours.
The real question is she gonna stick with it, or is she gonna kill him as soon as, she gets her way?
I'll be your girlfriend, or your wife, or your mistress. Whatever you want. My heart will
I think
be
she's-
yours.
I think, as much as it can be,
Yeah.
I think she's serious.
Yeah, after that, I don't know. Is she just saying that for now? Is she serious for
No.
now because she's still, like, upset over Aoi?
She has an issue with her personal desirability.
Oh, that's true, yeah.
She's seeing Kojiro going like, I love you, I've never wanted you more than right this second, is making her head go like, oh,
Okay.
okay.
Good for you, girl. Oh my god.
That's all I wanted to hear. All I needed to hear. I don't want to be alone anymore. I don't want to feel lonely. Noriko, Shizuko, even Tomoe. It doesn't matter. I just want somebody to love me, to hold me.
Okay, I'm on it. Leave it to me.
Alright.
Thank you, Kojiro. I'm putting my faith in you.
The fucking unchanged okay.
Yeah, I was gonna say, there was like, he was just like,
Just
okay.
like, this is a declaration you are getting exactly what you want in the best way possible. Okay.
Ah, Kojiro.
He's such a simple man.
Mm-hmm.
A step back, turn around, look up, stare at the stars in the pollution-clouded sky. When we get together, perhaps we can live in Noriko's apartment. My old place. It'll be like coming home after a long absence. Noriko will replace Shizuko in my heart. And life will go on.
I have expected chapter 2 to end there.
No.
It was like, and it was gonna be like, the next one was gonna be like from somebody else's, like, I don't know, like Junpei's point of view or something like that. He's just getting the shit beat out of him.
No. This chapter will not end without without a confrontation with Junpei Matsumoto. However, that ends.
No, that's fair. That makes more sense. But I don't really think it would. But for a moment, I was like, huh?
It's the same stakeout as last time. Junpei Matsumoto, in his infinite wisdom, posted on noise about visiting the maid cafe. This is a sting.
Oh yeah, shit.
Posted on noise about visiting the maid cafe today. Don't know why he doesn't set his profile to private. Especially after I followed him home last time. But I won't be following him again today. I'll confront him inside the maid cafe. A place where Awie's unlikely to be since she quit the job a while ago. I thought she...
I don't remember. I thought she still was there. Because wasn't she in the maid outfit when we were beating Junpei up last time?
Yes. Unless that's a kink thing?
Maybe. No judgment. I just don't like to think...
about...
I just like to think about... okay, time for fun times! Oh my god, my boyfriend's almost...
Yeah, yeah, no, she was definitely in the maid outfit. Although, did she really quit? If memory serves, she was dressed up as a maid last time I encountered her.
Okay. The game's not gaslighting us.
It's not that I have qualms about killing her. In fact, I'm not even bothered that Noriko was okay with her ordering her death. I'm just thinking about the future. When Noriko and I marry, we'll want friends and family to attend the wedding. Noriko will need bridesmaids, maid of honor.
This guy's a dupe. Oh, I just thought he was like, I just want her. Like, he was thinking about formalities, but he's like planning the wedding.
Mm-hmm.
My god.
I don't want to kill Aoi because Noriko needs someone to be by her side in the fucking wedding.
And we know Tomoe sure as fuck isn't gonna do it anymore.
Yeah, this is,
I love this game so much.
Aoi would be perfect for one of those roles. By sparing her life now, I can kick off my new life with Noriko on a high note. I'm aware other people will be present in the cafe. I have no intention of hurting them. I'll force as many as possible to evacuate, or I'll corner Junpei somewhere private. The dog himself arrives as I'm playing through possible scenarios in my head. He waltzes through the front door, completely oblivious to my presence across the street. I'll give him some time. Let him get comfortable, lower his guard. The weight of the blade inside my pocket is unfamiliar. Not like it's so heavy that I'll just remove it, just feels strange. Figured it was better not to tackle this unarmed. It's an emergency measure. After 20 minutes, I approach the maid cafe's entrance. Not a fan of the atmosphere.
This is aggressively pink.
This is a different background.
Have we been in the maid cafe before?
Yes.
We have?
Noriko talked to Aoi, and then Kojiro talked to Junpei.
Okay.
I thought
that was a different restaurant.
No, it was here.
Oh, okay.
Both times it was a booth scene.
Yeah, I thought that was a different restaurant that she like they called each other to meet, and that's when they introduced, and because Noriko also just ate there by herself one time.
No, Noriko walked in on Aoi's shift. I'm pretty sure.
The time that Junpei joined her?
Interrupted, yeah.
I could have sworn that was like at a separate restaurant.
Oh, I'm not gonna fact check.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it is, maybe it isn't. I don't know. The log doesn't go back that far, so.
I think.
Yeah, we'll see. I'm sure it'll tell us if this is like, haha, this isn't the place that she worked all along.
Too flashy for me. Prefer somewhere more simple, laid back. Junpei has a table near the far wall, alone. Not that I expected anything different. Blonde maid trots over to refill his drink. He nods politely but doesn't say a word. Hasn't seen me come in yet. Someone asks if I want a table. I don't respond. Someone else chimes in. Something about paying the cover charge. I don't know. My attention is on the dog. No one attempts to hold me back as I march toward my prey. He finally sees me, but I'm 5 steps away and it's too late.
Oh, what the?
Long time.
You're crazy, man. Get away from me.
He's talking with a slur. He have his jaw still broken?
Yeah, maybe.
Looking at him up close, he doesn't seem too worse for wear, considering our last encounter. I start to wonder if I went too easy on him.
Can I sit here?
Hell no. Get out of here.
Thanks.
I pull up a chair and sit directly across from him. Blonde maid from before offers me a menu. Then she gasps and I hear something shatter on the... Yeah, it is Owie. Hi.
I just don't understand where they get the impression that she quit.
I didn't quit her job after all. Did you lie to Noriko? Did Noriko lie to me? 9% sure it's her anyway.
Stay back, babe. I got this.
Yep, it's her.
Thought you quit?
Huh?
I thought you quit this job.
What? How would you know that?
Don't... I realize that I shouldn't spill any details on my relationship with Noriko.
Forget it.
Oh, you think you're hot stuff, right? Tailing me, beating me up, and now you're digging into my girl's business? The fuck is wrong with you, man?
Excuse me for a second.
I stand up slightly and lean over the table. Junpei recoils as my fist pummels his nose.
Sorry, had to do it.
I sit back down and wipe my bloody knuckles with a napkin. Junpei clutches his face and sobs. Aoi is visibly shaking, sitting next to her dog, unsure how to react. By some miracle, I don't think anyone else witnessed the punch. For the best, means we can get down to business without interrupting.
Some questions for you.
You broke my nose!
Shush. Haven't asked my question yet.
Aoi somehow gathers the courage to flame. I don't want her to leave, but I get that she's on different shelf.
What do you know about the robbery of the hospital morgue?
I don't know what you're talking about.
No, not the answer I wanted.
Junpei makes the mistake of business and fingers.
You've gotten all garbled all of a sudden. Maybe. Still a little electronic-y.
Garbled?
Yeah, it's like
Electronic?
it's like kind of like you're like speaking in a sort of a robot voice. Like it like pitches weird every once in a while. It's not the worst, but it's a little hard to understand.
Is that fixing?
Now you sound like real muffled. Like I can barely hear you.
Oh my fucking
Oh,
god,
oh.
what is happening?
Oh, there we go. I think.
Wait,
Huh?
test?
Yeah, I can hear you. And it doesn't.
Test?
It doesn't sound garbledy-gooked.
Test?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I thought it might have been a directional thing with the mic. No, it's just being weird right now.
Okay. Oh, weird. Sorry.
Junpei makes the mistake of possessing fingers.
I like that line.
I jam a steel fork into the back of his left thumb and pin it to the wooden table.
You're going to give me the answers I want. Am I clear?
You're a nutcase. You're psycho.
No. For my next question, how did you find out about my involvement with Corpse Girl?
Seems that Junpei is carefully weighing his response for the first time. Instead of outright defiance, he wisely chooses to grant me a satisfactory answer.
It wasn't hard, man. You're not the most stealthy dude around, you know?
Explain.
You and that blonde gal girl, Tomoe Watanabe, you're not cautious enough.
Oh, only those two, huh? So, he knows Tomoe's identity and her involvement.
Interesting.
This sounds truly a liability.
It's not our hard to tail you when you drive that hunk of shit van around town, dropping dead bodies off to corpse girls' targets.
He knows a lot. Way too much. How far does his knowledge extend?
I see. My next question, then. Do you know Corpse Girl's identity?
I think the real question is, do you?
I consider his words. Do I know Corpse Girl's identity? Beginning to doubt that. Had he asked me a week or two ago, I would have thought of Noriko immediately. Now, the way that Noriko's been referring to Corpse Girl, I'm not so certain. But I don't let this wounded mutt have the upper hand. I won't let him pry open gaps in my defense.
Wrong answer.
The only other piece of cutlery at hand is a metal spoon. I drive the slightly pointed rear end of it into the pointer finger on Junpei's already injured hand.
Corpse Girl's identity?
Fine. Noriko Kurosawa.
That's unfortunate. For him, I guess. Interesting.
I see.
As in a tap on my shoulder from behind me causes me to turn.
Leave him alone.
Honey, we currently have cutlery stabbed into his hand. I don't think he's going to listen to you.
Yeah.
We have somehow gathered a half a dozen other bystanders. They're all glaring at me, fists clenched, ready to try and forcibly remove me from the premises.
We're not done here. Come back later.
Let my Junpei go. Stop hurting him.
Oh, that sounds genuine.
Yeah.
Huh. For an outwardly meek girl, Aoi has more courage than I expected. I stand up and stretch my neck. I'm not looking for a fight with a bunch of cafe patrons. Heaving a sigh, I dip my hand into a pocket and withdraw the knife. Flashing it in front of the mob says more than my words ever could. They all back off, letting out a few sniffles of despair. Aoi, either out of bravery or fear, holds her ground. A single watery tear welling in her left eye discloses her true feelings.
Leave. Everyone. Now.
Doesn't take more than this animalistic, primitive command to convince the crowd to disperse and rush for the door. Aoi's amongst the fleeing throng, and she mouths the word sorry as she catches Junpei's eye. Satisfied that we will not be interrupted further, I return my attention to Junpei. He sobs vocally.
Don't kill me, man. I'll do whatever you want, you know? Please, I'm begging you. I've got my whole life ahead of me.
Relax. Only one more question for you.
What? What is it?
Who runs the human removal service? Who is the Herald?
I'm being completely honest with you, man. I don't know who he is. He wears this creepy-ass mask and never speaks.
Sorry, I'm thinking about boobs right now.
What?
I chose to word it that way on purpose.
Okay.
I'm trying to think of how heavy a cloak would need to be to remain in character while also concealing a chest.
Yeah.
If the Herald were to be a female instead of a male.
They could also,
I was also
like...
thinking of Aoi's bust.
Yeah, well, she
And-
seems pretty small. And it would probably be pretty easy for her to, like, bind or something like that if she really wanted to.
Yeah.
Or do some other layering to... disguise.
Yeah. Yeah. Can't quite tell if the dog's being sincere or lying through his teeth.
I need more than that. Who would know his identity?
Shit. Look, man. The human removal service. It's only the two of us.
Oh.
Me and the Herald. He recruited me online, you know? He makes me do his legwork. So, if I don't know who he is, no one does. Except him, of course.
I am now considering how good of an actor Aoi might be.
Yeah.
Because that impassioned plea to leave her Junpei alone.
Maybe it came. Maybe she channeled like her desperation not to lose her henchmen into, and the fact that and this fear of getting caught into.
My Junpei, my loyal dog.
Yeah.
Because it would be very convenient if she started dating him right as he was recruited by the Human
Yeah, the pieces seem to be putting together a little too conveniently.
Yeah. Not good enough. Not the answer I'm looking for. I lean over the table once more, keeping my knife clearly within the dog's vision.
Not happy with that answer. Pick a finger.
Shit, no, dude, seriously. Ask me a different question. Please, please.
Kojiro,
Why are you here?
For real.
A voice I didn't expect to hear rings out from behind me.
Noriko.
enough.
She's in her work clothes.
Why is she in her work clothes?
Is that the stuff that Tomoe brought
Tomoe brought
her?
her,
She
probably.
literally
You know
only
what,
has two
probably.
outfits.
Yeah, let's go with that. That seems plausible.
Why are you here?
I overheard everything. It's enough information to use.
Is it?
Noriko strides forward. It's a little unnerving seeing her in the real world, away from the factory. She's been cooped up there for so long. Her pale skin looks almost otherworldly beneath the cafe's gaudy lights. For whatever reason, she's wearing her best clothes. They're almost clean, as though she recently did her own laundry. She walks with purpose, one foot in front of the other, but her gait is unsteady and she's visibly trembling. At the end of her path, she rests her palms against Junpei's table and takes a calming breath.
You stole the corpses from the morgue.
No.
Yes.
Noriko doesn't miss a beat as she flashes her phone at Junpei. I can't see what's displayed on the screen, but the dog hangs his head almost immediately.
It was me. I robbed the morgue.
Noriko pockets her phone. She then tosses a small bundle of bandages onto the table. Bandages? Junpei hastily grabs the offering with his good hand.
Get out of here. Get Aoi to bandage you up. And not a word of this to the police.
Yes.
With a great deal of effort and a grimace, Junpei plucks the cutlery from his pierced hand and yelps. Not daring to remain in my presence any longer, he bolts toward the door.
We're just letting him go?
Yes.
Don't understand.
You don't need to.
Okay.
Don't like that. Don't feel comfortable not knowing what's going on.
What did you show him on your phone?
Leave it, Kojiro. Put the knife away. We're leaving.
I don't like this.
I obey her orders, returning the knife to my pocket. I hope that she is going to start following
Yeah.
Junpei and is just using him as bait for the Herald.
That would be the smart thing to do. Hopefully, she does that.
Hopefully, she is just ingratiating herself into Junpei's eyes. Seeming she's playing good cop, maybe, hopefully.
Maybe.
Maybe she's still holding a torch for Aoi.
Could be.
I follow her on steady lead and we exit the empty maid cafe. Noriko gasps unhealthily as she quickly consumes her weight in water. With a loud swallow, she brings her sleeve to her lips and wipes her mouth dry. The empty water bottle clatters against the concrete, and Noriko's gaze returns to me.
That's a bit better.
The visit to the maid cafe got the better of her. She spent too much energy intervening in the confrontation. But her motives for doing so remain unclear.
Fill me in.
There's no need to kill Junpei.
Why? He knows everything. Knows me, knows Tomoe. He knows... you.
Noriko hesitates, but she doesn't flinch at the revelation. Something tells me she already knew this much.
Junpei Matsumoto will be dead by sunrise.
She showed him a corpse photo?
I made a request, Kojiro.
fuck me running.
Oh my god, is she gonna admit that, like, Corpse Girl is something else or something?
I don't.
Or did she make a request to the Human Removal Service for the Herald to kill him?
I would like to believe that, and I would like to not believe that. There's no way that she's just secretly. She secretly has DID, and her alter is the Herald. There's no way, right? That's too far. That's too out of the way.
I want to think so, because when he said that, like, nobody knows, I was like, oh, well, maybe it's actually Noriko, but I don't know. I mean, it would be...
I would like to believe that they wouldn't just throw that at us.
The thing that makes me think that the most that is possible is the first time we see the Human Removal Service in action is, oh no, we want to offer promotion of your channel. Thanks, dogehype.com. There we go. Okay. The thing that makes me think that the most...
The first time we saw the Human Removal Service was
her
with
sister.
Her sister.
Like, what are the odds?
Shizuko is her probably mother. What the fuck is your sister's name? I have it written down. Go on.
Yeah, it's something Iko, something like that.
Don't want that.
But I don't know.
Oh, what is this? Okay. Shenya. I always thought it was Corpse Girl. No, that's not what happened here. I don't have it written down.
Oh, really?
That's interesting. Okay. The first thought that jumps out at me is that she requested for Corpse Girl to kill Junpei Matsumoto. That's a ridiculous notion, isn't it?
I see. I don't think Corpse Girl can take care of him. He knows her whole operation.
Noriko's raised eyebrow conveys her confusion.
What? No. I didn't make a request through Corpse Girl's website. What would be the point of that?
I shrug because I truly don't know what else she could have meant.
This
is slow of you, Kojiro.
No, for real.
The Human Removal Service. I made a request for the death of Junpei Matsumoto.
Oh. But, again, what good would that do? Junpei is an accomplice if his colleague, the venerable, supposedly immortal Herald, receives a request to... This is a moral test, actually. To see if the Herald... Because, like, with this confrontation, Junpei is burned, right?
Yeah.
So it would make sense to cut him loose, right?
Uh-huh.
And the Herald just needs an excuse?
Yeah, that's true.
And a request is an excuse?
Yeah. At least on the Herald side. I don't know if Noriko's thinking that necessarily, but...
The other option is that this is a moral test, to see if the Herald will actually kill their only accomplice.
Yeah.
Or if the Herald will do...
Because, I mean...
anything else.
Clearly, Corpse Girl's not above killing, certain people that are close to them.
Corpse Girl... Noriko had an orgasm at the thought of killing her sister, I think.
Yeah.
I don't remember that very well.
Basically.
I don't think she would have the same reaction at getting a request to kill Kojiro.
Hi, Elise. Yes, you missed that, thankfully. The very, very beginning, every time she got a request and found out that they died, she was, like, convulsing in the bathroom. It was very uncomfortable. I'm very glad that we've mostly left that behind us. Easily the worst part of the game.
She grew immune to the sensation.
Yeah,
it's
it was like
GLaDOS situation.
Yeah.
you into Portal 2?
The other robot has taken over,
Mm-hmm.
and I think we're getting close to the end. I'm
Are you in
trying
the
to
back
remember-
room with the moon gel?
Which one's the moon gel? Is that the white one?
The white one. Okay, so you do know about the gels.
Yeah,
Cool.
we
That-
have all
that- you're-
we have all 3
you're that far.
gels.
Okay. You will understand what I mean by the GLaDOS thing when you progress just a little bit further.
Okay.
When you get out of the back rooms, essentially.
Okay. I think we're close. I'm trying to remember. It's been a hot minute since we played. Because I actually haven't been playing it myself. Like, my fiance's been playing it for me because I suck at... As much as I love puzzles, I suck at them, and especially when they're platformer-based. Yeah.
Okay.
Also, nobody was going to tell me that Cave Johnson was just Elon Musk.
Oh, no, that comparison's been made several hundred times.
Yeah, I didn't realize it until, like, we started playing, and I was like, oh, okay. I was like, I'm sure I've seen that before, but I didn't know who the fuck that was, so...
You know, he's just a guy with a lot of money and a lot of...
Likes
I
to
think we've talked about
pretend.
this before.
Maybe. I talked to somebody about it, so
Like-
it's probably...
Like, the first time you mentioned that you were playing Portal.
Probably.
Maybe. Okay.
Anyways...
If his colleague, the venerable, supposedly immortal Herald, receives a request to kill him, it will simply be ignored. Unless...
How dare you? Cave Johnson would say trans rights.
Cave Johnson would say trans rights for $100.
Yeah, I haven't finished Portal yet. I feel like, yeah, he would have to be motivated to say that.
Yes.
But maybe I haven't finished yet. He's definitely, I will say he'd say it before Elon Musk would say it. I would agree with you on that part. For sure. Yeah, I don't know. I haven't finished it yet. But yeah, he would definitely say it before Musk. I will agree with that.
Unless... A startling realization dawns on me.
Shit, of course. Why didn't I suggest that?
A haunting smirk is inscribed across Noriko's features. She knows that I have finally drawn the same conclusion.
The Herald is ambitious. His convictions are strong. Absolute. Just like mine. Like Corpse Girl's.
Corpse Girl's convictions. Huh. Corpse Girl would never reject a request.
Except for when they tell you to kill yourself.
That's right. Junpei Matsumoto is disposable. A pawn.
Have we seen this face before?
Closed eyes, happy... Maybe once on the protagonist end?
Yeah.
You know what, actually, I don't think there's ever been an occasion for her to make this happy face.
Yeah, she's clearly delighted.
The Herald will deal death to him in the same manner as any other nameless victim.
I see.
Oh, right, that's what I was gonna say.
But
Corpse Girl can't kill herself.
more important than Junpei being killed is what we will discover in the aftermath.
Sorry, what?
Corpse Girl can't kill herself because then Corpse Girl will not be able to continue on.
Yeah, it's true. I just thought it was funny the way she phrased it.
Go ahead.
Explain.
By knowing that Junpei is the next to be targeted, we can observe him and witness the Herald's killing method firsthand.
Ah. It's brilliant. Noriko has laid the perfect trap. By sparing Junpei's life today, we've set him up to be slaughtered by his own compatriot. And we can use his death as a means to uncover exactly how the Herald brings low his victims.
Have to add it to you. This is a pretty fantastic plan.
I know.
A few things.
You have doubts?
Not doubts, exactly. Firstly, how do we know exactly when Junpei will be killed?
Stink out.
Yeah. You should have been tracking him already, probably.
Yeah. Noriko probably knew where to, I don't know about when, but she definitely knew where to go because of noise. I don't know how she got came to the conclusion that he stole the corpses, or what she showed him.
Yeah.
Noriko sweeps her hair behind her ear and scoffs, as though the answer should be as clear to me as it is to her.
I specifically requested the time of death.
You can do that?
The human removal service demands it.
Interesting. Second topic. What if you're wrong?
What?
What if the Herald isn't willing to kill his own ally?
In that case, it will prove something important. It will prove that we're dealing with a complete amateur. Someone whose convictions could never reach the strength of corpse girls.
This is Noriko admitting that she will kill you in a heartbeat.
Yeah,
this
literally, to his face.
This is Noriko telling you to your face, I will kill you.
The moment you
If I
step in
need
my
to.
way, yeah.
The moment you become an obstacle, I will cut you down. And just like that, Noriko reaffirmed my earlier suspicions. Corpse Girl truly would destroy her own allies in order to see her ambitions fulfilled. Tomoe, myself, our souls are shackled to Corpse Girl's own black void, yet we are not safe from her wrath. Should Noriko will it, our flames will be snuffed out in moments. We are nothing to her. They're dust. You know what? There is a way out for Tomoe. She just has to say... No! She has to have Kojiro say that Tomoe wants out. We should let her go because her boyfriend is the police chief. Is the police chief's son. She should not say that herself because Noriko will just let her go and then kill Shinya.
True, yeah.
And then possibly Tomoe to cover her tracks.
Mm-hmm.
But if it comes through the lens of
Somebody
Kojiro
else.
being cautious,
Yeah, it might work.
problem, he doesn't know about the connection between... You know what? We'll have a scene talk with Tomoe soon, I guess.
Probably.
Ash. We will be blown away like the useless incinerated remains of a cadaver.
Understood. Let's uncover the secrets behind the human removal service.
Okay. So it's 9:30.
Mhm.
But about 2 hours. Do you want to
Mhm.
try to go through one more scene? Or do we
Yeah.
want to call it here and leave this for next time?
No, I need to see...
Okay.
Did you get a... Can you hit the log? Shit, no. Did you happen to catch the time?
Oh, shoot. I did and I wasn't looking.
Whatever, it's clearly at least 3 a.m., right?
It seems like it, yeah.
Oh, you know what? It might be even earlier, or even later than that. It might be like... She might have requested, like, the time where people normally get up and go do their jobs. So the Herald can catch him leaving his apartment. However, if they stake out this parking garage and Junpei Matsumoto never comes out, but Junpei Matsumoto dies in his sleep instead, that will confirm Aoi's involvement.
She would be the only one who could possibly get in there.
Yeah.
No, that's true.
She wouldn't need to have him leave the apartment to kill him.
Mm-hmm. Okay, well then we'll go for it. I kind of wanted to do this scene too, but I didn't want to be like, it's way later for you than it is for me, so I don't want to be like, I'm gonna pull you through it anyway, so.
Yeah, no. Another early morning. If you can call it that. Haven't gone to sleep yet, so it still feels like late night. Noriko has me on a short leash. I think she knows it too. Apparently she specified this is the place of Junpei's death. Don't know how she knew of it.
Probably because you told her.
This parking complex belongs to Junpei's apartment building. It extends 2 or 3 levels underground. Again, Noriko specified the exact location of the death. Oh god, okay, there's no way the Herald won't think that this is a sting, right? There's no way that they're so short-sighted that they won't see dictating the exact time and the exact place, unless their form specifically says, tell me when and where you want me to kill this asshole. unless their form specifically dictates that you give them that information.
I mean, she did say that the form asks the time of death. We know that. She said that the form asks the time. Now the place. That
because
I
was
don't know.
thinking that I was thinking of it as like a Death Note situation where like X will die of Y at Z time, you know?
Yeah.
But this seems okay. Sure, whatever. The human removal service seems to take user requests very seriously.
They might have said, "I want him to die at this time. Here is where he will be," as some bonus info. Yeah, that's fair. That could have been, like, if you know.
But if it is Aoi and she doesn't need him to leave the apartment to kill him,
Will she, like, drop his body somewhere or something, maybe?
I don't know. Let's keep going. Let's
How
see.
much further in?
Shh. Keep your voice down. I'm just looking for a good vantage point that we can hide.
Her words are severed by a violent gasp. Unable to speak another word, she simply points. My eyes obediently follow the direction of her slender finger.
Is he already dead? Oh. That's gotta be Aoi, right? Or Tomoe?
You know why it's not Tomoe, right? I don't have to say the words out loud.
I mean, I think so, but, like... It's a very Tomoe outfit, and maybe it's perspective, but the height's a little tall. So, like, I mean, this
It's
game has
definitely
pulled some...
perspective.
Yeah, okay. I was like, this game has pulled some fuckery, so...
It is not Tomoe.
Listen, I've thought there was a lot of things that couldn't happen, and things have happened, so I'm not gonna... I don't think it is, but... I don't know.
Disappointing. Missed the main event.
Junpei Matsumoto is already dead. He's floating in a sea of his own lifeblood. Vicious stab wounds practically glow red along his back. I still love that. The word red is in green.
Yeah.
After examining his remains, I turned my attention to the less interesting figure standing motionless beside him.
You.
The masked stranger looks like the villain from a B-rated slasher film. He's covered in head to toe in dark clothing, a zipped-up jacket with an extra long sleeves, a hood, a skirt. The cut of the figure's clothes combined with his physique gives me the impression that he may in fact be female. Is this the Herald we've been searching for? The bloody corpse at her feet would suggest that it is so.
That mask.
The mask? It's simple. White, probably porcelain. It's reminiscent of something. Some fictional character, or maybe some film villain after all. The Herald still hasn't moved. She still is a statue. Gaze vacant. Her eyes impossible to... It's absolutely Aoi. And she actually loved Junpei.
I think so, yeah.
Wow. That's interesting. Her eyes impossible to discern behind the mask.
Are you the Herald?
For the first time, the figure moves. It's a startling jerky motion, like a mannequin or a puppet being pulled by strings. Her head cocks to the side and she seems to notice our presence for the first time. But an answer to Noriko's question is not forthcoming. I step up to the plate.
You really immortal?
The Herald doesn't react to my voice like she reacted to Noriko's. She has returned to a stiff, doll-like state. Pretty easy to prove if someone, or something, is immortal. And I've always had a curious mind. I draw the knife from my pocket and launch it at the mannequin. The blade embeds itself in the thing's shoulder, and she doesn't so much as flinch as a trickle of blood pools around the shining steel.
Oh, Mr. Hart.
Ojiro, why did you do that?
I shrug and take a step forward toward the Herald before Noriko tugs at my coat and holds me back. She takes my place and puts herself between me. It's Aoi and she knows it's Aoi.
Yeah.
And puts herself between me and the Herald.
Tell us who you are. We deserve to know that much.
Something in Noriko's words, the sound of her voice or the tone of her plea, causes the Herald to move once more in acknowledgement. But the motion this time is quick, fast, calculated. The Herald moves a sleeved hand to withdraw the knife from her shoulder, and she allows the blade to drop down to the concrete ground with a dull ting. Before the knife hits the ground, the Herald turns her back to us and breaks into a sprint.
Shit. Not cut out to chase her.
Don't bother. We won't catch up.
You did mention that Aoi is a track star, didn't you?
Oh, I think, yeah, I remember that.
The Herald disappears into the darkness of the parking lot. We are left standing by the corpse of Junpei Matsumoto.
Well, we didn't see the killing, but at least the request was granted.
She's right. Her gambit paid off. The Herald killed her own ally. She has proven her convictions are strong. I crouched down to examine Junpei's corpse, but it's hard to get a good look at in the darkness. Regardless, it's clear that the dog is dead.
Should we leave the body?
Going to send a text.
Huh? Who are you messaging?
See if I can pull a few strings. Wouldn't mind if the corpse ended up at my morgue.
What are you planning?
Nothing. Really. Just want to prod and poke a bit.
Noriko's subsequent grunt is a clear indication that she doesn't fully believe me.
Do what you want. I've gained as much from this as I had hoped.
I let her trail off as I turned my attention to my phone. I swiped through my contacts and quickly composed, I really hope she doesn't renege on the deal.
Yeah.
Because he didn't end up killing Junpei.
No, I was worried
Or
about
Aoi.
that as soon as she interrupted. I was like, is she doing this so she doesn't have to be with him?
And quickly compose a message to a few people in particular. If all goes well, an investigation team will shortly arrive to examine this scene. I'll be gone by then, but if my contacts do their jobs correctly, they'll haul Junpei back to the morgue. I pocket the phone and scurry toward the blood-soaked knife I launched at the Herald. It slides back into my pocket and I signaled to Noriko that we should depart.
Goodbye, Junpei Matsumoto.
She waves half-heartedly at the corpse and lets out a childlike giggle.
Huh. Well?
Damn. Okay, I was thinking that the next scene would be in the cafe, and we would see, like, oh, Aoi's having difficulty moving her arm.
Yeah, I feel like that's gonna... I do think that's still gonna come into play, but I guess they're gonna leave a little bit of time between that.
Padding, right.
Yeah. This game just seems to like to take its time.
We have balls in the air. We have Shinya. We have the Herald. We have... I think that's it, actually. Tomoe.
Yeah.
Tomoe and Shinya are technically separate topics.
Yeah.
As much as I want to conflate them.
Yeah, there's so they're kind of like Venn diagrams. The real question is, has the title changed at all? No.
Were you expecting it to change?
I don't know. It's changed a couple times before we anticipated it. Like, Aoi changed before we really like had
Knew
full
that
suspicions.
Aoi was involved.
Yeah. So I just am like, I don't know. It's like I keep expecting like Shinya to like appear or something like that too. I don't know if he will, but I feel like
No.
he might, because this is like a blank space over here. To the left,
the pillar.
Yeah, so like maybe he will, maybe he won't, I don't know. I think he's the only one left that would appear. The only other option is if like maybe somebody were to disappear. Or maybe change positions or something maybe, I don't know.
Yeah.
We got one new CG. Man, this is the only CG we've gotten this whole chapter, because this was at the end of Noriko's segment.
Mm-hmm.
And, yeah, interesting. Huh. Well, this is a roller coaster ride of emotions and puzzles and thoughts and feelings.
Mm-hmm.
Huh. Well, I'm going to get back to it, though. I like this game, even though it's kind of still fucky and weird a little. I still really dig it. Not sure. I'm not going to give it a full recommendation yet, because I want to see where this thing goes, but I do enjoy
And
it.
the very beginning might turn some people off.
No, for sure, for sure.
But if the resolution hits like I'm expecting it to, I would recommend it to people. I would just say it's one of those. It gets really good. I promise. You know.
Yeah, it's a bit of a hard sell at the beginning, but if you're somebody who has patience and is really invested in this kind of topic, hopefully the payoff will be
Mental
good.
health commentary.
Yeah, I feel like it's gotta there's gotta be some stuff going on between at least between Noriko and Aoi.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't know about the other two. Like, maybe they won't touch on anything that the other two have going on. But those two very clearly have stuff.
I'm hoping that this whole thing isn't just an allegory for something related to mental health.
Yeah.
But, like, I'm also hoping that the mental health stuff gets touched on a bit deeper, yeah?
Yeah, no, I definitely want them to, talk about it and use it, as long as it's justified in a way of, and not just oh, I kill because I have, schizophrenia or DID or whatever, because that's tired.
Don't Saito us, please.
Yes, oh my god. Don't Saito, don't genocide your show, any of that stuff. But if they, touch on it, especially if they both have stuff going on, kind of like how you were talking about how, Tomoe isn't a foil to Noriko, but, it would be interesting if, Aoi and Noriko are kind of foils in a way, and they both have stuff going on, and they both end up being these, killers.
Aoi has really bad OCD.
Yeah. Aoi, why aren't you wearing shoes? Thank you, I ask that every time. Noriko at least is sitting up on the thing, but Aoi's just on the coal-ass floor. Yeah.
Noriko is wearing shoes.
Is she?
Do you see that seam? Do you see that seam?
No?
There's a seam.
Are you sure?
Oh, you know what? No, actually,
I think she's just wearing tights.
No, that's just a crease. There's a... Towards the back of her ankle?
Yeah.
There's a crease.
Isn't that just her ankle?
Wrapped around the ankle.
That's her ankle bone crease?
No,
yeah.
I thought it... Yeah, no. I thought it wrapped around the full length, if she was wearing a shoe.
That's fair. I could see why you would think that for sure. But yeah, no, I think it's just...
as if she were wearing flats, you know?
Yeah.
But no, she... Okay,
no, they
cool.
both just naked feet.
You know what? I'm gonna hard read on this. Kojiro and Tomoe are same people who wear shoes. Because Aoi and Noriko are both not wearing shoes, they are foils to each other.
Yeah.
They're intentionally trying to draw in comparison with their
shoes. Honestly, if you think about that too, their outfits are kind of the same. They both have these kind of
sailor
collars with the bows, but Aoi's is short sleeved and bright yellow, and Noriko's is dark black tights with white socks. Truly are opposites. Yeah. Yeah, and cause the tights specifically that cover everything, and then Aoi's are so they're not short, but they're short comparatively. So yeah, and even their hair colors short, light, dark, long, blue eyes, but they're quite literally as opposite as you can get.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. It's interesting. I don't know. And the problem is that I'm beginning to worry that this is going to get a little too drawn out, because now it's starting to feel when are they going to catch up with us? Because I feel we're 3 steps ahead now, and I feel it's going to start dragging things out a little bit. I'm a little worried about that.
Don't answer this question. Do you believe that Act 3 will touch on the human removal service more than Act 2 is? Do not answer this question. Just think about it.
Yeah, that's a good question. I hadn't thought about that.
Because there is a specific bit of information that I told you not to tell me.
Right, and that might add or detract.
No, shut up.
Depending on what the answer would be. But I will take that into account as I think about it. Good question. Yeah, I don't know.
Buy soundtrack.
Honestly, the soundtrack is very good. How much is the soundtrack?
Hopefully it didn't just open a browser page for your stream to sync.
It did, but I don't have anything to hide. It is $7. What?
Ooh, that's a good price for digital download.
Yeah, honestly, the game and the one of 3 items are in your library. So I could get the art book and the soundtrack for $8 because I already have, because there's a full bundle with all 3 of them, but because I already have the game, you could get it.
Go for it.
I might have to. I'm curious. You know what? I have money. I'll do this when I'm not on stream, so I don't dox my PayPal information. But I might have to do that because I'm very curious. But I won't look at the art book until later because art books usually contain spoilers. You okay, buddy?
Yeah, I'm fine. Don't listen to the soundtrack either.
Yeah, especially titles also can be very spoilery. But I do really like
when certain tracks get ruined if you listen to them too early. Like
true.
You hear something on a soundtrack and you go, when the fuck is this gonna pop up? Holy shit!
True.
And then it ruins the moment when it pops up.
Yeah.
You know, with the whole, like, if we knew that there was gonna be an orchestral villain,
right? That you just be waiting for it to pop up.
Fucking, yeah, but we didn't know that shit. And when Koji went full villain mode, it took us off guard. The music grasped it by the throat and shook us.
Yeah, and the music's been so good. It comes in at right times, and it's like new tracks and stuff like that. So I'd hate to ruin that for me, or you.
So like, get it, but like, ignore it. You know?
Yeah, I think it would be good mood music because it's very like chill and melancholy in a lot of ways without being too. Most of it's not too intense. It would be good like backing music for when I just want to write something like dark and broody. That's not like I don't want to listen to like, you know, MCR or something. I want something like
ambience.
Yeah, thank you. I was trying to think of instrumental, not vocal.
Gotcha.
Anyway, I've kept all of you guys up far too late. I got work in the morning anyways, so. But thank you, Kay, for joining me. Thank you, Elise, and anybody else that might have been lurking in the chat. I'm very glad to be back at streaming. The plan is for now, I don't think I've said this, I should put it in the Discord. The plan is to flip-flop these games on Tuesdays until we finish one and then 13 Sentinels. I
am extraordinarily tempted to say, to give it like a month, right? 2 more streams of many deaths. If it doesn't pick up, I am very invested in Corpse Factory right now.
Okay, yeah, we can put it on the back burner.
Like I want to give it like 1 or 2 more streams. But like if it's more, because that game is like very light and fluffy and slice of lifey when it isn't all about occult summoning.
Well,
right?
To be fair, most
that was the intro.
Most games have to do some sort of like setup to lull you into a false sense of security. Now that Lily Cousin has been demonized, raised from the dead, whatever you want to call it, things might start picking up. So I do think that I'm hopeful that it will do that. So yeah, I think
like,
that's a good idea.
I want to keep the same vibes, like demon summoning. We killed our best friend. That's fucked up. That's the same kind of fucked up as this game is. I need the fucked upness to stay consistent, no matter what we're playing. You know?
No, that's fair. It is a little whiplashy to go back and forth between like, haha, cherry camping, and then oh god, everybody in Japan's dying.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, we'll see, but we'll keep everybody informed in the Discord. So, thank you, Elise. Thank you for joining in. Yeah, I hope everybody has a good night. We will see you guys next time, whenever that may be.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Oh, hi. Already? I don't know what you mean by already.
When is already?
A cat. I don't know how you say that. Pewoops? Just said already. If you're saying already that we ended, I'm so sorry. Yeah. We're ending. So, thank you for joining us, though. I hope you have a good rest of your day.
If you're just coming in.
Yeah, watch the VOD later. Bye. Hope you're having a good day. Bye.